Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I hope everybody is doing good and revising the previous lessons. Before we start this lesson on the mansoob case or the accusative case, I hope everybody has revised the previous videos, especially the marfu case, because each and every detailings and the topics we covered will be repeated every time. And if you don't revise, then it might seem difficult to continue with the further lessons. So before I start the lesson, I want to go through this hadith, and it's a very nice hadith. The best way to learn is to teach. Now, this is the hadith of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He says, "Inna Allah wa malaikatahu wa ahla samawat wal ard." حتى النملة في جحرها وحتى الحوت لا يصلون على معلم الناس الخير. Means that he says that indeed Allah wa malaikatu and his angels and everything in the heavens and on this land and on earth, even the smallest creature, namla. Namla is the ant that lives in the hole. Fi juhriha. Fi juhriha means in its hole. And even the hoot, wa hatta al hoot means the whale in the sea, the fishes in the sea. La yusalluna ala muallimin nas means they all pray for the teacher who teaches the good to the people. This is narrated by Rawahu at-Tirmidhi, means it is narrated by the Tirmidhi. And this is a really very good hadith for each and every one of us, that the one who learns should start teaching, even though if he or she doesn't know much, because the next hadith, if we see, it says, قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بلغوا عني ولو آية. Even if you know one verse from me, you should convey it to others. Even if you have little bit of knowledge, you should convey it to others. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it is a hadith, even if it is a small information on the Quran or anything. So this is a very good hadith to remember whenever the shaitan tells and comes you or whispers inside your head that grammar is difficult, it is not your cup of tea. Believe me, this grammar, Arabic language is very easy. Arabic grammar is very easy. It just needs repetition and preparation, and again and again repeating. The grammar does not come by memorization, it comes by repetition. The more you make mistakes, the more you learn every time. If even if you make more and more mistakes, go back, learn your lesson, repeat, read every time, read your lessons and come back and evaluate how much you have grasped the knowledge. So this is my little piece of advice, and now we shall start the lesson on the nas. In our previous video, I completed the marfu case, which had three positions: mubtada, khabar, and fa'il, the jumla ismiya, and the sifa with it. And now we will do the second, the fatha case. In this case, what happens? Every noun that falls in this case gets a fatha. So there are three positions. The first position is the maf'ul bihi, or the object position, that has the third place in the jumla ismiya. After the fail, the file comes, and we did this in the previous video. And after that is the maf'ul bihi, the object case. Now we will complete the maf'ul bihi. Because the noun that falls in this position gets a fatha, that's why it falls under the accusative, the mansoob case, which gets a fatha. And after that, the nouns that are the zarf, adverb of time and place. So all these nouns which are the adverbs of time and place always have a fatha over the last letter. And in the end, the third position we have is the harf tawkid. Harf tawkid means the emphasis, the particle of emphasis. Now, when this inna comes before a jumla ismiya, that means it brings some changes to the noun, to the coming noun. And we will learn about this particle inna later, inshallah. And after these zarf and zaman, and then I will do the Verb Kaana because these two goes together as their rules are vice versa. So, and now in this lesson, I have completed the formula of Jumla failure. So the third part of Jumla failure, we will concentrate on that. So let's quickly look on the chart of Jumla failure. As you can see, there are three divisions in the accusative or the mansoob case in which the nouns get the fatha. We say it as the mansoob or the fatha case. There is maf'ul bihi, zarf, zaman, makan, harf, inna, and fail kana. All these deals with the fatha case. And in where do we get the maf'ul bihi? In jumlatul failure. As you can see here, the jumla failure has three parts. The first is the fail, the second is the file, and the third one is the maf'ul bihi or the object part. And now you know that file has a dhamma on the last letter and maf'ul bihi gets the fatha on the last letter. So let's quickly check the examples. So the first example is ittakhadha rahmanu. Now by seeing the jumla, what type of jumla is this? First you have to specify this is jumla failure. Why? Because the first thing is the fail, the verb. Ittakhadha means he took. And the second, after the fail, you will immediately find for the file. File is, and after the fail, definitely there is a file. Okay. And if there is a file, your proof is that it has a dhamma. So this is a proof that this Ar-Rahman is the file. So you know that who took? Ar-Rahmanu took. So Ar-Rahman is one of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how will you do the Arab? Ittakhadha you will do as fail madi. Ar-Rahman, it's the same, it's repeated. I have forgotten to give here as Lafzul Jalala. Ar-Rahmanu, Lafzul Jalala, fa'ilun, marfu'un, wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. This is your third point showing that Dhamma proves that it is a file. So now in this sentence, we have an object. And this was only fail and file. So let's see here. Kallama means he spoke. And now we put the formula of Jumla failure. Fail plus definitely after fail will comes the file and after file comes the maf'ul bihi. So this is the formula you need to keep in your mind whenever you do jumla failure. So now kallama Allahu, who is doing the action of speaking? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And to whom, on whom the action of speaking is being done is on Musa. So Allah is speaking to, or Allah spoke to Musa. Now, did you know that Musa alayhi salam is the only prophet who spoke to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly? There was no medium between the two. Allah spoke to Musa alayhi salam directly. So now we will do the Arab kallama fail madi, as you have to explain that this is the fail madi. You have to explain. And then what about the lafzul jalala? I've forgotten you have to give lafzul jalala. Allahu lafzul jalala fa'ilun. You have to say this is your first point. Second point, it is marfu. Why? Because there is a dhamma on the last letter. Wa alamatu raf'ihi dhammatu. This is your third point. Musa, now there is some small detailing here. You can see a letter here at the end of the name Musa alayhi salam. What is this letter actually? This is the alif maqsura, and I will do the about the alif maqsura and this lam alif in the next slide. But for now, just know that it is the weak letter, and it is a weak letter that does not carry any haraka. So one should not get confused seeing the fatha over the sin. This fatha is above the sin and not the last letter alif maksura. So don't get mixed up with this fatha and see this fatha and you say that this is in maful bih position. No, we have to look the haraka on the last letter, and this is the last letter, the alif maksura, and it doesn't have any haraka over it. So why it doesn't have any haraka, I will discuss this in the next slide. So for the Arab, Musa maf'ulun bihi. This is our first point. Mansubun. Why? Because maf'ul bihi, the object case, falls in mansub. Wa alamatu nasbihi al-fathatu. This is our third point, which is the proof that it is the maf'ul bihi mansub case. And there is one more word for the nouns which does not have the haraka on the last letter. So we will do that in the lesson, inshallah. For now, just leave it up until the fatha. So now we will do the third example. Ba'athallahu rasula. This is a third example with the it's jumla failure. Why? Because it starts with the fail. And we have ba'atha means he sent. So who sent? Just after the fail is the doer. Who sent? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he sent what? He sent the Rasul. Rasul means the messenger. So that's why you have, you can see a fathatain over the last letter. So what is the last letter here? Is the lam, not the alif. And there is a rule for the alif coming at the end, and we will do that inshallah. So this tanween is actually on the lam. This is the lam and this is the long vowel alif. So how do we do the Arab? Ba'atha fi'al madi. Allahu lafzul jalala fa'ilun marfu'an wa alamatu rafahi ad-dammatu. This is our proof. And rasulan, which has a tanween damma, maf'ulun bihi. First point, we have to say that it's a maf'ul bihi, mansubun in mansub case, and wa alamatu. When it comes to mansub, we have to say wa alamatu nasbi, means the alama or the sign is making. What is the sign? The fatha. The alamatu nasbihi is making it into nasb position. And what is making it into nasb position? The fatha. So this is our third point or the proof that the fatha is making it into the mansub case. So now we will check the next slide. Before I go and do the phrases in the lesson, it has a lot of examples which has alif maksura, lam alif, and the hidden pronouns. So I would like to complete all the detailings about these few letters here, and then I will proceed to do the phrases in the lesson. So let's see what are the rules of alif maksura here. Alif maksura. This letter, what you see, which looks like a ya without a dot, is actually an alif. It is not ya. It is an alif and its sound is only one count. And it's a short sound, not like the long vowel here. It's a, sorry, not like a vowel here. Long vowel is alif, waw, and ya. So, and why is it called maksura? Maksura name comes from the verb kasara. Kasara means he broke, something broken. And maksura means, in Arabic, it's written as maksura. Maksura means broken, something broken. a thing which is broken. So this is broken. Why? Because it has only one count, whereas long vowel has two counts. And this has only one count. Whenever it comes, we count as one and we don't prolong the sound. So this is why it is called in English as broken alif. Many times in the book, in the grammar books, you will find this name broken alif or alif maqsura. Know that this letter looks like a ya, but it is not a ya, it's an alif. Alif with one count. And how did it get the name? From the verb kasara. So what should you know about this sign? That it is one of the weak letters and it doesn't accept any sign or harakat. This is the most important point. This is the only letter or the weak letter that does not carry any harakat in any position anywhere in the whole grammar. Doesn't change its rule. So now, one may think, what are these letters? Alif, Waw, and Ya. I have written as the three main weak letters in the whole Arabic grammar is Alif, Waw, and Ya. And one may think there are three long vowels. I heard it's Alif, Waw, and Ya, as I've also discussed in my step-by-step video. You should not get confused because in Arabic, the lot of particles, lot of harf have different roles to play. Likewise, the long vowel alif, waw, and ya has different roles. They look like same, but they have different roles. Likewise, alif, waw, and ya are the three main weak letters in Arabic grammar. They come every time, and this is the point of confusion where students get confused seeing that is it a vowel or a weak letter. Know that they are similar letters, but they have different roles to play. So now these are the long vowels. Long vowels can come anywhere. For example, here you can see in the name of Musa, it is a long vowel with two counts. When you read this name, you will say as Musa. Now, in the last letter, it has an alif maqsura. Will you prolong your sound? No. It will just stop on one count. For example, Musa, that's it. You cannot prolong the sound of alif maqsura. So if you see here, it has alif long vowel here with two counts. So you will say as asa, you will prolong the sound of long vowel. And now you can see the long vowel here in the name of Isa. So you cannot prolong the alif maqsura, but you have to prolong the sound of ya. Isa, that's it. And here also you will not prolong the sound of sa'a. That's it. So I have given some examples here. It is the name of feminine name, Salma. So when you pronounce, you will only pronounce with one count, Salma. That's it. Now this is noun. This is also noun, and it is called mustashfa. So you will not prolong the sound as mustashfa. It's mustashfa. That's it. It's hospital. Mustashfa means hospital. And this is the verb. This is also a verb. Rama. Rama means he threw. Something to throw. He threw. And you can see there is a weak letter at the end. And baqa means he remained in one place. So to remain in one or to be stationed in one place, baqa. Likewise, this is noun means stick. Then you see the long vowel here, and Musa is the name of the prophet. Isa is also the name of the prophet. So these are all nouns. And this is verb. Sa'a means he disobeyed. Sa'a, disobeyed. And these are all the examples with the alif maqsura, and there is nothing more to know about this alif maqsura. And inshallah, when you go further and further in grammar, all the detailings will come step by step, inshallah. And now we know the rules on lam alif. So it's nothing much to know for the lam alif, only that it comes with a nakira word whenever, like here you can see in this example, whenever a nakira word ends the sentence with fatha, know that it cannot be read as yusran. For example, if you read ba'ada usrin yusran, you cannot read or stop ending with yusran with the tanween fathatain. You have to pronounce the long vowel given after the ra. So it will be read as ba'ada usrin yusra, and you will prolong it with two counts. So this is the rule while reading. And whenever you see a nakira word with fatha, and especially at the end of the sentence, you will always see a long vowel alif. So this is the rule for the long vowel alif coming with every word. And here I have taken two examples as long vowel coming at the end, and one example with the lam, when the alif comes with the lam. So that's why it is called lam alif. So now we see the second example, waqalu. Now there is another alif here after the waw, and this has a different role to play, and I will not discuss it right now. Our topic is the alif ending at the sentence, so we will concentrate on that. Ittakhadha ar-Rahmanu walada. So this is the end noun of the sentence, and it is nakira and having a fatha. So it will end with the long vowel alif, and it will be read with two counts as walada. That's it. Now, if we see the third example, ba'athallahu rasulan, you cannot read the last noun having the fatha as rasulan. You have to read it with the alif with two counts. So it will be ba'athallahu rasula. So you will prolong the sound by two counts, and that is the rule for lam alif. Now, something we should know about the hidden pronouns. Hidden pronouns you don't find in English or in any other language. Hidden pronouns are something that you find in the three tenses in Arabic. So, what are those? There are many hidden pronouns, as I have given in the past, present, and command. But let's see, I have taken only the males one for now, just to give you an idea what is a hidden pronoun. And slowly, and inshallah, more and more grammar we will do with the lessons, it will come inshallah. So the hidden pronouns are something that is hidden in the past tense, and you don't see the visible pronoun after the verb, then it is called a hidden pronoun. For example, if I give you an example of a pronoun attached with the verb, you will see the pronoun visibly. For example, dhahabta, dhahabta. So this pronoun ta is visible actually, and you can see this pronoun attached with the verb, and you can see this pronoun visible with your own eyes. So that's why it's not hidden. But when you come across the verbs like dhahaba, kharaja, akhadha, can you see any pronouns here and there attached with it? No. So it doesn't mean that there is no pronoun here. It means that each and every past tense here, you see here, ذهب, خرج, أخذ, جلس, عرف, علم, all these verbs has a huwa hidden in it. It has a huwa hidden in it. So that's why you might remember that when I gave the meanings of all the past tense verb, I wrote he went or he spoke. Why he? Because this he pronoun or huwa is hidden in it. Kharaja, he left. Akhadha, he took. Jalasa, he sat. And arafa, he knew. And alima, he knew. Both are the same, both have same meanings. And in present tense, I'm doing hova only right now. So in all these present tenses, you will find as he, hova hidden in it. Yadhabu, he goes. Now it's present, so he goes or he is going. Yakhruju, he leaves or he is leaving. Yakhudhu, he takes. Yajlisu, he sits or he is sitting. Ya'rifu, he knows. Both are the same. Ya'lamu is the same as he knows. Idhab, now in command, we have anta, and all these command tenses, we have the anta hidden in it. To whom you are commanding in Arabic, actually by seeing the structure of the verb, you will know that it is for the male and it is for singular male and it is directed to the second person, you, to the directed to the second person, you. Idhab, this is the command for the male singular in front of you. You cannot command anybody in future or you cannot command anybody in the past. You can only command in present in front of you. So idhab means go. Ukhruj, leave. You're commanding someone to leave. Khudh, take. You're commanding someone to take. Ijlis, commanding someone to sit. Araf, know. And alam, it's the same, know. So now here we see in the past we have two hidden pronouns, huwa and hiya. That's only two pronouns hidden. And in present we have in the first person we have ana and nahnu. Ana for I, nahnu for we. These two pronouns are always hidden in present tense. Anta, this is for second person, means you. You is hidden always. And huwa and hiya, this is for the third person, means he and she. Likewise in past also, he and she are always hidden. And in command, this is for the second person, you. And this will be for male. I have only given examples for the male. So this is for the male. So these pronouns are always hidden in the verbs. Whenever you come across all these verbs, their pronouns are hidden. So now let's do the phrases. After doing all the rules, phrases of the lesson, I have completed this example here. Ba'asallahu rasulan. As you can see, it's jumla failure. And apply the formula fail plus fa'il plus maf'ul bihi, right? As you can see, the proof is the fatha. And this is the file, as the proof is the dhamma. And you can see بعث الله رسولا وكلم الله fail. This is also jumla failure. كلم الله موسى fail plus file plus مفعول به. And here also the our main ayah is this. So this is also jumla failure, fail plus file plus مفعول به. And what is our proof? The fathatain. Now here you will see the hidden pronoun, how it looks like in a Quranic ayah. So this is also a jumla failure. Why? Because you can see the verb fail. And yes, where is the file? You should not make a mistake by seeing the noun just after the fail and make it as the file. No, you have to check the harakat on the last letter. What is it? It is a fatha. So definitely if it is a jumla failure, this is our maf'ul bihi. But what about the missing file here? What about the missing file? The noun with dhamma is not there, just like this. The noun with dhamma, we don't have it. Where is it? It's hidden in the past tense khalaqa. And what pronoun is hidden? This is the past tense pronoun. So huwa is hidden in it. So as you can see in the translation, the he is hidden, and it's the sentence says created the human being. So we know who created the human being. He created the human. And now we have the next example for inna harf particle. So let's first do the rules of inna and then I will come back to the examples. So harf inna, by the name, what do you understand by the name harf? Harf is either particle or prepositions. For example, the conjunctions or the prepositions or the particles like any, they are all harf in Arabic. Harf also means letters. We have different meanings. So harf also means letters and harf also means particles. So what is this harf inna? You can see that it consists of two letters, and the alif is with kasra and noon is with shadda and fatha. So many of you might have recognized the similar looking particles. For example, alif with kasra, noon with sukoon in. There is another particle as an, and there is another particle as anna. All these are looking similar, have similar letters, but you can see the harakas are changing. The harakas are different here with each one of them. And this each one of the particles have different roles to play. So they are not the same. They don't play the same rules here. And now in this lesson, we will be dealing only with harf inna, and these we will learn inshallah much later. But now we will do only harf inna. So what do you know about the harf inna? The first thing that you should know that it brings changes to the noun. When it comes, it brings some changes to the noun. So this is the first point. Second point, that its structure does not change. If you see the structure, it remains the same everywhere when it comes. It doesn't change the harakat, doesn't change its structure or the letters. So what is the job of inna? First of all, it gives emphasis in the sentence when it comes. And what sentence does it enter to? Means in which sentence does it come? It comes in only jumla ismiya. Only and only jumla ismiya. This is important. And what changes does it bring? What changes does it bring? Let's see. Now, if we have a sentence, for example, inna, and if we have a sentence, for example, we have a mubtada. Okay, we have a mubtada and we have a khabar. Okay, and you know that the mubtada carries a dhamma and a khabar carries tanween dhamma. Both of them are marfu case. So the moment here inna came, what did it do to the mubtada? Immediately it gave mubtada a fatha. The moment it entered jumla ismiya, it gave a fatha and dhamma is deleted, removed. It gave fatha to mubtada and now it is no longer called a mubtada. It is called ism inna. So the moment inna entered jumla ismiya, what happened? These two became the property of inna, and so the name changed from mubtada to ism inna. And what did inna do to khabar? The khabar remains in marfu case with tanween dhamma. Only the name changes to only the name changes to khabar inna. That's the only changes it brought to khabar. Only the name changes to khabar inna, and the main change it brought was on mubtada, giving it a fatha here on the mubtada, last letter of the mubtada. So this is what the inna comes, and it is the powerful impact of inna on jumla ismiya, on mubtada and khabar. So we have an example here. I have given some example on inna. As you can see, the moment inna came, as you can see, this is our jumla ismiya. We have mubtada and we have khabar. So what happened? The moment inna came, it gave mubtada the fatha, inna allaha. And what happened to the khabar? It remains in marfu case with the tanween dhamma, only the name changed. So in this case, we have khabar inna. The haraka remains the same, only the name changes. For khabar, it becomes khabar inna. What about the mubtada? The mubtada name changes from mubtada to ism inna. So that is one example. And now we will do the other example here. Innal walada tawilun. So what is happening here? The moment inna came, what changes did it bring to mubtada? The dhamma is removed and fatha is given. And it became what? Ism inna. And it is no longer known as mubtada. And what changes did it bring to the khabar? The There is no change on khabar with the harakas remains the same. Only the name changed to khabar, inna. So this is what inna does, and it's a powerful particle that brings changes to jumla ismiya. Even the name of mubtada is changed, even the haraka is changed. So this is a powerful impact of inna on jumla ismiya. So now with jumla ismiya, and after the harf inna, I will do the fail kana. In this lesson, there is no information on fail kana, but since the rules are just vice versa, so I will include fail kana with this lesson, and it's really very important. So fail kana, as the name suggests, you can see fail kana. Kana is a fail, is a verb, and it means was. Its mean is was. He was. Kana as a hidden pronoun, he is hidden in this verb, and it's a past tense. And it means he was. So basic meaning is was. When you want to talk about something in the past, you use the verb kana. So what are the characteristics of fail kana? It's a verb meaning was, and it brings some changes like inna. So its rules are just like inna, but it's just the vice versa. And what sentence does it enter? It can enter into jumla ismiya also and failure also. There is no such restrictions, but the sentences are just like khabar. So we will see that, as here you can see kana Allahu Hakiman. This is the jumla ismiya. Here in this example you can see it's a jumla ismiya. In this example, you can see kana yal'abu fil hadiqati. So this is the verb, as it can come with the jumla failure also. But this jumla failure is considered to be as a khabar. The whole sentence is coming as a khabar of kana, and this is something we will do much later. But for now, I just introduced this just to tell you that yes, you can see a jumla failure after the kana. And in this kana, you have a hidden pronoun huwa, and it's called ism kana. So let's first do how kana does the impact on these sentences. So for example, we have a mubtada and we have a khabar. We have our mubtada here and we have a khabar here. I'm not taking any now, just to make you understand how the harakas changes. So the moment kana comes into simple jumla ismiya, what happens to mubtada? Mubtada remains in the marfu case. It does not change, it does not make any change on mubtada, but it changes only the khabar, and it removes the dhamma and gives the fatha to khabar. And now what happens? The name of mubtada no longer remains mubtada, only the name changes to ism kana, just like inna. And khabar name is khabar kana. Just because kana came before jumla ismiya, and now the nouns, the name of mubtada has changed from from mubtada to ism kana and khabar to khabar kana. And kana affects only the khabar, not the mubtada. Whereas inna, what did inna do? Inna affected only mubtada and did not affect the khabar. So we had khabar as marfu case and mubtada. Inna affected only mubtada and gave fatha. So here also we are dealing with fatha. Here also we are dealing with fatha in inna and kana. So both of these two are in the mansub case. So now you can see that the effect that inna and kana does on the noun is totally vice versa. So if you in future when you do the quiz or exam and you are confused, just write the formula like this and see. Inna's effect is totally vice versa, whereas with the kana is totally vice versa. You can see inna affects mubtada and the khabar remains the same, and kana does not affect mubtada, it affects the khabar. So it's just vice versa. So that's how you can learn the trick to remember the impact of inna and kana on the jumlas. So now here we can see the example kana. So the moment kana came here, what happened? What happened when kana came here? The mubtada is not touched, nothing happens, it still has a dhamma. But what about the khabar? You can see the khabar having a fathatain here. So this means that the mubtada becomes the ism kana and khabar became the khabar kana with fathatain. And one important point here, when kana is used for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it means always and not was. It is only for the other nouns, and for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the meaning changes to always. The next example you can see the mubtada still having the dhamma. Now it's known as the ism kana, and khabar is known as khabar kana with the fathatain. So the formula is that whenever you see kana, look after the kana, immediately look for ism kana. And after ism kana, immediately look for khabar kana. So this is the formula. After kana, you will look for ism kana, and after ism kana, you will look for khabar kana. Likewise, in inna also, after inna, you will look for ism inna is the same. And after ism inna, you will search for khabar inna in a sentence. So this is the formula that you will be following in the sentence of inna and kana. So this is all about the inna and kana right now, and I will do some examples of kana from the Quran. Here you can see ayah from Surah Hashr, ayah number 17. فَكَانَ عَاقِبَةً. So fakana aqibata, we will do this only and leave the rest of it, as we have lot of rules here. So kana, you can see kana, and after the kana, what are you going to search for? Ism kana, right? The formula kana, and after that I will write the short form ism kana, and then we have the khabar kana. So what about ism kana? Where is the ism kana? Ism kana is with dhamma, khabar kana is with fatha. So where is the noun with dhamma? Do you find any noun with dhamma? Here the noun is aqibata. So it is attached with this actually pronoun. So we will just leave the pronoun right now. We just leave the pronoun, and I will just you have to concentrate on the noun. What is the last letter of the noun? Ta. And what does it have? It has a fatha. So khabar kana does have a fatha, right? So we have a khabar kana here. Where is the ism kana? When you don't find ism kana, know that the verb, past tense verb, has a ism kana hidden in it. The pronoun huwa. the huwa hidden in it is the ism kana. So that's how we treat the hidden pronoun here in the sentence of kana. If you don't find ism kana, know that the huwa hidden pronoun in the fail is the ism kana. And the noun with the fatha here, aqibata, is our khabar kana. So that's how the Quranic ayah looks like. When you go and search in Quran, you will not find simple ayahs like kana and then ism kana and then khabar kana. You might get it with attached pronoun, or you might get it with attached this harf atf and all. So you have to look very carefully about that. So that's why I gave this example. So next example is فَقُلْتُ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ غَفَّارًا. So this is a very good example. Here you can see kana. So when you see the kana sentence, what will you look after kana? Ism kana. Is there any ism kana with the dhamma? No. Here also we have kana, and then we don't have the ism kana, any noun with dhamma we don't have, right? Then after that we have a khabar kana, yes, with a fatha we do have, right? So here also ism kana is missing. Where is it? It's inside the hidden pronoun huwa. Hidden pronoun huwa. So we have ism kana hidden pronoun, and ghaffara is our khabar kana. And there is another example here. Wakanatil jibalu. So what about this? Wakanatil jibalu. Kana is now coming with a feminine sign ta. It's called ta tanis, and we will do much later about this. But just concentrate on this verb kana coming. Here al jibal is the plural of jabal. Jabal means mountain, and the plural is jibal. So in Arabic, when ghair aqil, non-living thing plural comes, we treat it as feminine. So that's why the verb coming for the jibal is with the sign of femininity. So for now, I will concentrate on the kana. So when kana came, the formula, what will you search for? Ism kana, right? And then khabar kana, right? So in this sentence, you have a clear ism kana coming with a dhamma. You can see a dhamma here. So al-jibal is our ism kana, and now you can see with the fathatain, this is our khabar kana. And very good example of a sifa for khabar kana. Kathibam mahila. This mahila word is a sifa for kasibam. As you can see, both are mirror images. So this is a very good example from Surah Muzammil ayah 14. You can clearly see the sentence of kana here with the ism kana visible, and with the khabar kana visible here, and with the sifa also. So these were the examples of kana from the Quran. So now we do some more examples on the inna sentence. So I have already completed all the rules and examples of inna. So you can see as inna came, what is the formula? Inna plus ism inna, I'm writing in short, plus khabar inna. Okay. So after, when you see there is an inna, what will you look after? You will look after the ism inna. Ism inna is always with fatha, nasb case, mansoob case, and then you will look for the khabar inna, which is always marfu with the dhammatain. You can see the impact of inna on jumla ismiya. Now the moment inna came, what happened? You will look after inna immediately ism inna. So you can see the ism inna with fatha here. Plus after that, immediately after ism inna, you will search for khabar inna. So what do you have? We have ayatun. As-sa'ata atiyatun. Sorry, atiyatun means coming. So inna sa'ata atiyatun, indeed the hour or the time is coming. What is this hour or time? The hour of the last day or the qiyamah. The hour is coming. And now there are examples of dharf. So before I do the examples, let's first go to the adverb table of adverbs, and then I will come back to these examples. Now this is the position 3, the zarf means zarf, adverbs of time and place. So a quick revision, we did the 3 divisions in mansub is the object case, right? We did this. After that was the adverbs, place of adverbs of place and time, and after that we had inna, and we had inna and kana. Yes, so I completed inna, we did here inna and kana, so only adverb is left. So now we will do adverb. So all the 3 positions we have completed, and now we will do the last is the zarf, that is the adverb of time and place. So all these are mostly all the adverbs here, but there are much more, but we will learn inshallah slowly and steadily as the grammar proceeds. But for now, it is enough to know these adverbs of places like fawqa, tahta, amama. The meanings are given here. Inda, wara'a, khalfa. Both have the same meaning, behind. Hawla, around. Baina, between. And here is the zarf, zaman. So what is the difference between these and these? They tell you the time and these tell you the places. So the one more differentiation between the two is that all these have a single fatha, and they have a fixed structure, fixed haraka. They don't change their haraka until and unless a harf jar comes. So we will do this harf jar in the next video, inshallah, in the next lesson for the genitive case or the ism majroor case. Why the nouns get a kasra due to harf jar. So here you can see all have single fatha, right? So, and here you can see they have tanween fatha here. Every of them, each one of them have tanween fatha except these two. Now these two can be used for place and they can be used for time. Both. They play a double role here. Qabla means before and ba'da means after. Nahar is the day or the morning. Laylan is the night. Dhuhr is the noon. Asr is the afternoon. And that means noon means 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And Asr means after Dhuhr, after the 12 o'clock. And Isha is the night or the evening. And now there are some rules here. So the first point about zarf that you will know is that they are used, some of them can be used for time and place. For example, they have given an example here. Qabla al-bayti means before the house, and qabla can be used. Qabla al-layli means before the night. So it can be used in both sense, right? And second point that about zarf is that it is in mansub case. As it has a fatha, so it's in mansub case. And a third point that I told you, that it may get a kasra when a harf jar comes. For example, if I put a harf jar min before qabl, so what happens? It changes its haraka from fatha to kasra. Because of this harf jar, it brought a change to this zarf as qabli, min qabli. So it may change haraka only when a harf jar comes before them, some of them. So the Arab coming in the Quranic ayahs, when the zarf comes, what type of Arab you're going to put? How will you explain a zarf in a sentence? So these are the Arabs given for zarf zaman and zarf makan. So when qabla comes for zaman, you will write as zarf zaman. When qabla comes for makan, for the place, like qabla al-bayt, so you will write as by meaning in the sentence. When you have qabla before a noun like qabla al-bayt, so you know right now the qabla is showing the place. So you will explain it as zarf makan. And when it comes in a sentence showing time, so you will explain it as zarf zaman. So you have to see what is it showing, what meaning is it giving. After that, you will explain it as zarf zaman or zarf makan. So here they have given as zarf zamanin. That's how you will explain the zarf in Arab. First point you will say is that it is a zarf zaman or zarf makan. Mansubun, the second point you will give mansub. Why? Because all these adverbs fall in mansub case. And then you will give your proof. Why is it mansub? Because the sign, the harakat, is making it into nasb. So when you do the i'rab, you will, for the mansub, you will say that the sign is making it into nasb. Nasbihi al-fathatu. This is our third point, and this is our proof that it is in nasb case. Why? Because it is having a fatha. Ba'da, it is showing the place. So you will say zarf makanin mansubun wa alamatu nasbihil fathatu. This is our third point, the proof. So you can see the Arab sentences are mostly repeating. So doing and reading more and more Arab sentences, inshallah, in the end you will memorize all these Arabic sentences. And tahta, it's showing the place. So you will say zarf makan mansubun walamatu nasbihi al-fathatu. So these are the Arabs. So let's do the examples in the phrases. The examples here given is قبل طلوع الشمس وقبل الغروب. So this is actually an idafa construction, two nouns coming together, and قبل طلوع الشمس means before the rising of the sun, and قبل الغروب means before the setting of the sun. So you can see the zarf coming here, قبل طلوع. Now what is the meaning given here by قبل? قبل is now showing the time, the rising time of the rising sun, and قبل غروب means the time of the setting of the sun. So now here it's showing the time. So in Arab you will say قبل ظرف زمان منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة. The same sentence. The next is بعد عسر يسرا, means after. You can see the fatha, it never changes. بعد عسر يسرا means after difficulty you have relief or you have ease. And this is a very good example of the alif coming after the tanween fatha, nakira noun with the fatha. Tahta, you can see the fatha. Tahta shajarati means under the tree. So you can see it is coming and showing the place. Tahta shajarati means under the tree. It is showing the place where, under the tree. And here Bada is showing the time. And here Tahta is showing the place. Azaban fawqa al-azab. Here Fawqa is showing the place. Why? Azaban fawqa azab means Allah will give the kafiruns the azab, and on top of that azab, more azab will come. Means one after the other. Azab fawqa azab means more azab on top of the azab. So that's the meaning here, and this is showing the place. So now let's move on to the Arab. So in mansub case, the first position is the maful bihi. I have done this example, ba'atha Allahu Rasula. So let's go quickly and do the Arab sentences. Ba'atha fail madi, Allahu lafzul jalala, fa'ilun first point, marfu'un second point, third point is walamatu raf'ihi ad-dammatu. This is our proof. Rasulan, as you can see the fatha, maf'ulun bihi, our first point. So this is how you will write the i'rab for maf'ul bihi. Mansubun wa alamatu nasbihi fathatu, the third point and our proof. Kallamallahu Musa. Now we will do the era for the weak letter alif maqsura, where we don't put any haraka on the weak letter. So how we will do the Arab? Let's do that now. Kallama Allahu Musa. Kallama fi'l madi. Allahu lafzul jalala fa'ilun marfu'un wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dammatu. This is our proof. Musa maf'ulun bihi mansub wa alamatu nasbihi, the haraka, the sign is making it into nas position, al fath. This is our third point, the proof. And what kind of fatha is there? Do you see a fatha on the weak letter? No, it is muqaddara. What is muqaddara? In Arabic, when there are rules for the weak letters, as I have already explained, that you cannot put the haraka on this weak letter. This is the only weak letter that does not carry any haraka anywhere in any situation. So when we deal with this letter in a noun or in verb, we don't put any haraka over it. Instead, we will say that a fatha is estimated here. Like we are thinking in our minds that there is a fatha over this last letter, and we don't write it visibly, you don't see it visibly, but we think in our minds, and we are totally prohibited to write a fatha over this weak letter. So what do? We only think in our mind, and we estimate, we assume in our mind that there is a fatha on the weak letter. So one may ask, how do we know that there is a fatha? There should be a fatha. Always specify the jumla. If it's jumla failure, apply the formula fail plus file plus maf'ul bihi. So any noun that falls in maf'ul bihi position will always have a fatha, but we are not allowed to put the fatha on this weak letter. We will estimate, we will assume that there is a fatha. So in Arabic, you say it as muqaddar. Now you can see that al-fatha and al-muqaddara are all mirror image. So this muqaddara is sifa for fatha, means it is describing the fatha. What kind of fatha you are putting here? It is muqaddara, means something in your mind, you are just thinking, you are assuming, you are estimating. It's not physically there. So it is describing the fatha. So that's why it is coming as a sifa here for fatha, al muqaddara. You will write these kind of harakas that are not visible but is only assumed in our minds as muqaddara. So this was the most important point discussed in this lesson, and this muqaddara harakas will come again and again, so you have to be very particular about these harakas, and you should revise and repeat, read as much as you can all these lessons. So now we will do more examples on, now this example is on the hidden pronoun. Khalaqal insana. I have done this example. So you can see khalaqal insana after the fail. Search for the file. Where is the file? The file is missing here. We don't find any noun with dhamma. But after the file we have maful bihi, clear noun with fatha. So our file is missing. So simple, when the file is missing, search in the verb. It has a hidden pronoun, huwa. So we will do the Arab for the hidden pronoun. What is it? Whenever the file comes as hidden, as a pronoun hidden in the verb, we do the Arab as given in this lesson. Khalaqa fi'l madi. Then what about the file? Where is the file? You will say fa'ilu damirun mustatirun. Mustatir means hidden. You have to explain that the file is a damir, means it is a pronoun. You have to say. And if you see this sentence is jumla ismiya. Now if you apply the formula mubtada plus khabar, and you have a sifa also for khabar. So you can understand the structure of the sentence. You have to say al-fa'ilu Damirun, the file is a damir and it is hidden. What kind of damir is it? It is being described as mustatir. So this is sifa for damir. The hidden damir. Hidden damir in khalaqa. And insana, how will you describe it? As maf'ulun bihi, mansubun, wa alamatu nasbihi al-fathatu. This is our proof that it's a maf'ul bihi in mansub case. Now there is another example here and we will do the i'rab for inna. Inna allaha alimun. Now simple, in this sentence what is happening? When inna comes, you know the changes. So how are you going to do the i'rab? The moment inna comes, you know the changes. So first of all, we will explain inna. What is inna? It is harf tawqid. It means particle of tawqid means emphasis. Wa nasbin means it makes the noun into nasb. So it is the particle that makes the noun into nas. That's why wa nasbin. Allah, lafzul jalala, you will no longer write it as mubtada. You will write it as ism, inna. Because the name changes, the harakat changes, inna affects the mubtada. Mansubun, this is the second point. Wa alamatu nasbihi al-fatha. Now our proof is that it is ism inna because it has a fatha. So you will prove it. Alimun, no longer khabar but khabar inna. This is our first point. Marfu'un, second point. Why? Because it's still carrying a dhamma. It is unaffected but only name changes. Khabar inna marfu'un walamatu raf'ihi ad-dhammatu. This is our third point because it's still carrying the dhamma thing. Now we have another example here. Inna sa'ata atiyatun. So you know inna is coming, so it has affected the mubtada and the khabar remains the same. So inna, what will you describe inna as? Harf tawqid wa nasbin. Means it is the particle of emphasis and it is also particle that makes the noun into nasb case. So as-sa'ata ism inna. Number 1 point. Number 2, mansubun. Wa alamatu nasbihi fathatu, our third point and the proof. Atiyatun, it is khabar inna. Marfu'un wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dammatu. So this is our third point, second point. So never get confused and always look at the harakas before giving your answers. In this lesson, there was no i'rab for the kana, but I had purposely done the topic of kana in this lesson. So I've given one example of i'rab of fail kana. You can see here, kana, kana Allahu aliman. So how will you do the i'rab? Kana, you will write as fail kana. You will describe kana as fail kana, and then Allah, as it is unaffected by kana. And remember, kana does the vice versa of inna. So, lafzul jalala, ism kana. You will write as ism kana, lafzul jalala, ism kana, marfu'un, because it is still carrying a dhamma. So, it is still in marfu case, unaffected by kana, only the name changes. So, ism kana, marfu'un, our second point, wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dhammatu, our proof here. Then aliman, you can see the fatha 10, it has affected the khabar. So the name has also changed. Khabar kana, mansubun, our second point, because now it has changed from dhamma to fatha. So that's why you have to put your second point as mansubun. Wa alamatu nasbihil fathatu. This is our third point. The proof is that it has a fatha. That's why it is mansub, khabar kana. So this is all about khabar kana, and we have done the zarf. So let's do some examples from the Quran. This is from Surah Asr. Wal Asr, this is a very good example of the waw al qasam. You can see the kasra of the noun coming after it. and innal insana lafi khusrin. So you can see inna is coming, harf tawqeed here, innal insana. So the mubtada has changed to ism inna, lafi khusrin. Sometimes you may not have khabar inna as one word, but a sentence. So we will do this much later, not now. So this is an example for ism inna. Here you can see innal insana, noon has a fatha here. And now in this ayah we will see all the shibhu jumla. I have given this example for the shibhu jumla here. Fi jannatin aliyatin. So this is a sentence as shibhu jumla starting with the harf jar. Fi jannatin aliyatin. And fiha aynun jariyatun. As you can see, aynun and ayn has several meanings here. It has the meaning of spring, water spring. Jariya means the running water. It is the sifa for the ayn. Fiha sururun marfu'atun. Surur is the plural of bed, sarir, and marfu'a means raised beds. In Jannah, you have raised beds. So this is the sifa, example of sifa coming for beds. And all these have the examples of the topics that we have done before. And you can see here the example of inna alladhina kafaru. So inna has come. So what is ism inna here? Alladhina, the noun coming after it. Ladhina is in the place of ism inna. And we have lot of examples here. Inna alladhina, again the inna is coming here. Inna alladhina amanu wa amilu salihati ulaika hum khairul bariyah. And now we have another example, and it's attached with a pronoun here, but it is an example of inna, innahu, and then you have also a kana. So inna and kana may come in the same sentence, but there are some rules and we will discuss that later. And you can see kana is coming, and where can you find the khabar kana here? It might not seem very simple, but you can find the khabar kana. The khabar kana is having a fatha 10. That's how you can recognize the khabar kana. And where is ism kana? When you don't find any noun with dhamma, know that the pronoun huwa is the ism kana. Similarly, here inna is coming with the attached pronoun innahu, and here you can see inna rabba. So as soon as inna comes, the ba of the noun Rab has a fatha. Here the noun is attached with the damir who, but we will concentrate on the noun. The ba is having a fatha here. And here you can see فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Inna ma'al usri yusra. You can see here inna is coming, and here you can see a clear inna coming without any pronouns. Inna kitaba. So you can see a fatha ism inna coming here. Ism inna. Kitab al-Fujjari lafi sijjin. So this is clear ism inna here. And here you can see clear inna rabbaka. It's attached with the pronoun ka, but this is our noun rabba. So you can see the haraka fatha over the ba, inna rabbaka. And we have one more example here. Kalla inna kitab al-abrari. Kitaba inna, you can see inna here, and the kitaba is the ism inna with the fatha here. So these are a lot of examples in Quran. Here are some examples of zarf. Here you can see in وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ فَاسْجُدْ لَهُ وَسَبِّحْهُ لَيْلًا. You can see the fatha 10, the zarf tawila. And you can see the example of long vowel. I cannot stop here as tawilan. When you stop at the end of the ayah, you stop as tawila. So you will stop as wasab وسبحه ليلا طويلا. So you can see this tawila is coming as a sifa for layl, and both of them are mirror image. Next you can see the example inna haulai yuhibbuna al-ajila. So inna can come with a sentence also, but for now you can see only inna coming in a sentence here. And there are another inna hadhihi tazkiratun. In this case inna comes with hadhihi tazkiratun. This is jumla ismiya. Hadhihi is in the place of mubtada. Remember, demonstrative pronoun can come at the place of mubtada, so this has become now ism inna, and tazkiratun is khabar inna. So this is a clear example of inna with ism inna and khabar inna. So another example here, inna Allah. This is in the place of ism inna. Lafzul jalala in the place of ism inna. And kana, when kana came, you have to search. When kana comes, what do you search for? After kana, ism kana and khabar kana. What about khabar kana? It is always mansoob, fathatain. So where is ism kana? Hidden. Huwa. Huwa, hidden in it. If you don't find a noun with dhamma, just know that there is a huwa pronoun hidden in the fail kana. It's ism in a kana. And this is khabar kana with the fathatain. And hakima, you can see alif coming at the end with the tanween fatha. You cannot stop as inna Allah kana aliman hakiman. You cannot say that. You have to stop as inna Allah kana aliman hakima with the long vowel 2 counts. So this is sifa for alim. Sifa for alim. So it has a very good example with the sifa here. So all these are from the examples of Quran. So now let's do the exercises. Here are some exercises. ما معنى المصطلحات التالية? مصطلحات التالية means the terms. Talia means following. Ma mana, ma is a questioning tool. What? Mana means what is the meaning? What is the meaning? So here you have to give the meanings or the names of the all these terms in Arabic. Harf is letters also, and it is the particles also that brings the changes in the nouns, coming nouns. You can write here, it brings changes in the coming nouns. And fail is the verb, fail madi, past tense, fa'il is the doer, maf'ul bihi is the object, and it is always mansub. As much points you can add, you can write. Mubtada is the starting noun of the sentence. Khabar is information, the predicate, the noun after harf inna in mansub case. That's how you have to describe. And second question is ma harakat. What are the signs of hamzatul wasl? This hamzatul wasl. What are the signs? Fi kalimat at-taliya, in the following words. Kalimat means words. It's a plural noun. Limaza, and why? And why? So you have to see what are the harakats on this. Remember, these are all related with the previous lessons of Hamzatul Wasl having a kasra or a fatha or a dhamma. Why? So you have to look, go back and look in the lessons about these rules of Hamzatul Wasl and write the reason why is it having a kasra. You first write the haraka and then give the reasons why it has a kasra or why it has a fatha or why it has a dhamma. So if you see lamat tarif, I have given you the clue. If you see it's a command word, look the third letter here, and look why it has the haraka. You can search and do it on your own, and the answers will be in the next lesson. And for your information, I have also uploaded the link for the quiz in the description box, so you can now attempt the quiz as many number of times. Just revise your lesson and you can attempt the quiz as much as you like. It is for your own revision and your own practice. There is no negative or positive marking. It's just for your practice and revision. So, and you can also go to my community tab where I'm also uploading quizzes per day. You can also attempt those quizzes. It's just a revision and it will help you, inshallah. And in exercise 3, state it is true or false. Why? Sawabun am khat. True is sawab, true, and khat is false. Limaza, why? Why is it true? Why is it false? You have to give your reasons. So all these questions are related with the previous lessons and from this lesson also. The word ard is muannas. I will just explain the questions. So is ard a muannas? Is it true or false, right? And give your reason. If it is a false, give your reasons. Hada siratun. In standard Arabic is written as hada, like this. If it is true, then no need to give your reasons. If it is false, give your reasons why. The mark of Hamzatul Wasl of the word Allah, Lafzul Jalala, is fatha. Why? You give your reasons. If it is true, give your reason. Even if it's true, give your reasons. Then the word baitun is nakira. Is it? Is it false or true? Give your reasons. The word al-karimu in ar-rasulu al-karimu is sifa. If it's sifa, okay, it's true. Give your reasons why it is a sifa. And if it is not, if it's not a sifa, then also give your reason why it is not a sifa. Then the word atiyatun in as-sa'atu al-atiyatun is khabar. If it's a khabar, give your reason why it is a khabar, because you need to give the points to prove your statement that it is a khabar. Then you should give the points. Why is it a khabar? How do you recognize it as a khabar? Give all the points. And if it is not a khabar, then also give your points why it is not a khabar. In exercise 4, I will do this. Da and da'i means put. This is command for male. This is command for female. The verb is the same, only a letter shows the sign of femininity. We will do this later, inshallah. So put al-harakas, the signs. Ala, on. Al-akhiri means the last. Harf, letter. Thumma, then this is the harf atf. We will learn this later, inshallah. Tarjim, translate. And this is the command word tarjim. And tarjimi, how do I know it is for female? The ya, the same letter is coming for the female. So this is also sign of femininity, but only in verbs. So we will do this later, inshallah. Ba'athallahu, you have to put the harakas. How will you know what harakas should we put on these nouns? So apply the formula. First of all, know that it's jumla failure. Specify. Is it a failure or is it an ismiya? So seeing the verb, it's failure. Immediately we will look for file. And you know file is in which position? Which case? Marfu case. In marfu case, and it has a dhamma. And then after the file has maf'ulun bi, and maf'ul bi falls under which case? Mansoob case, which has a fatha. So now we have a sentence, ba'athallahu Ibrahima. Khalaqallahu ash-shamsa. It's jumla failure. Khalaqa fail plus fa'il. Fa'il gets a dhamma plus maf'ul bihi always gets a fatha on the last letter. This is jumla ismiya. Now apply the formula of jumla ismiya. Mubtada plus khabar. So here actually it is an idafa, and we will learn this in the next lesson. The whole of his two nouns comes together as a compound word, and whole of it is taken as one word, and which is the khabar. So we will not put the harakat dhamma over it, but we know that this is khabar, and over the raw we will put the dhamma. Why? Because it is mubtada. Now this is the sentence of inna, and you know the impact of inna on jumla ismiya. The moment it comes, it affects the mubtada, so it gives it a fatha here, and the khabar remains in marfu case. So innal atiyata bayyinatun, inna naqata kabiratun. It only affects mubtada, and it now no longer remains mubtada. It is now called ism inna, and it is called khabar inna. So now we will do the translation. Ba'atha Allah, who sends Allah. So in English, Allah, ba'atha means sent. Sent who? Ibrahim. خلق الله شمسا, who is creating? Allah. Created. Khalaqa means created. What did he create? The sun. The sun, because it is marifa. The sun. Sorry. Al-dhuhru means the noon. The noon is. Now, this is khabar, so I will put is. Qabla al-asri. Qabla means before. Before afternoon. Innal atiyata. Inna is translated as indeed. Ayah is sentence also. Ayah is sign also. So here the meaning is signs. Indeed, the sign. Why? Because it is al-marifa. The signs is. Now this is khabar, so I'm going to put is bayyinatun, clear. Indeed, an-naqa, the she camel. It is marifa, the she camel. Naqa is the she camel of Prophet Saleh alayhi salam. The she camel, kabiratun. Kabiratun is big because it's a khabar. When you put in khabar, put the is big. So now we move on to the next example. Exercise is tarjimi ila al-Arabiyya. Now you have to translate into Arabic. Translating from Arabic to English is easy, but from English to Arabic we have to flip the sentence. Remember that. And da'i al-harakat. We have to translate, and then you have to put the haraka. So we will do this now. Now, before you translate, you know, is, after is khabar, before it is mubtada. So, Allah is a creator. So, first I will put the mubtada. Allahu is a creator, and it's a nakira. So, creator, khaliqun. So, Allahu khaliqun. Mubtada plus khabar. So both of them gets a dhamma. Indeed is translated as inna. And when inna comes, what happens to jumla ismiya? There is an is. It is a khabar. And this is mubtada. So what about mubtada? Allah, Lafzul Jalala, gets a fatha, right? Because of inna. Allah is great. Azeemun. And we need not put is. It's not translated in Arabic. So, azeemun. The khabar inna remains in marfu case. The relief, after is the zarf. The relief, this is our mubtada, and the hardship. So the mubtada is the relief. Remember the ayah, al-yusra and usra and yusr. So al-yusr. What will be mubtada in? With dhamma. Al yusru. What is translated after in Arabic? Ba'da. Ba'da. The hardship. Al, because it's the. So al usri. Al usri. Why I gave a kasra here, we will discuss this in the next lesson. Indeed, the God is one. Indeed, first of all, put inna. The God, al-ilah. So here you will put as lam alif, al-ilah. Al-ilah is one. One means wahidun. Khabar inna in mansoob marfu case, and ilaha will be in fatha. Innal ilaha ilaha in mansub case. It's ism inna. He created the tree. So he is given in a bracket, and this means that this is hidden. Created in Arabic is a past tense, so it's khalaqa. It's a past tense. From khalaqa, the word khaliq is made. Khaliq is the one who creates, and khalaqa means he created. So khalaqa ash-shajara, the. So you should not overlook the. It's marifa. Ash-shajara. Shajara. And what is shajara? It's khalaqa shajara. What will be the haraka? Any one of you who is smart enough to tell me what haraka will be on shajara? First of all, look at the sentence. Khalaqa starting with fail. What will you do? After the fail, look for a file. After the file, we have maf'ul bihi. Where is the file with? Where is the file for dhamma with a dhamma? There is no file. He created the tree. A tree cannot create. So shajara cannot be in the place of file. File is missing. So we will see the file is in hidden here. So we don't have to put a dhamma over the shajara. It's not in the place of file, but it is in the place of maf'ulun bihi. So I will put a fatha over it. So that's how you have to look each and every grammatical rules in an ayah before putting the haraka. Now in exercise 6, these are all related with the Arabs given in the book. You can see and copy here on your own, and this will be a good writing practice of Arabic sentences. And when you do and write, it will be a good revision of Arab. So this you can do on your own. And Alhamdulillah, this is the end of the lesson number 4, the mansoob case. And inshallah, I will upload the next lesson very soon. Till then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.